Hello, my name is Dory Gruber, and I am going to walk through a couple of items for submission for the Academy's annual meeting in 2025. We will be hosted by Miami University, their Oxford campus, on April 12th. And we are excited to let everyone know that we are having a joint conference with the Ohio chapter of Project Kaleidoscope, or PCAL. This is the first time the Academy has paired with PCAL, and we're looking forward to a great meeting. If you are new to ProjectBoard and submitting to our annual meeting, you will click this white Get Started button. It will ask you questions to set up an account for you, username, password, personal information. Anyone can set up an account in ProjectBoard, whether they are a first author, a co-author, or an advisor. Only the first author will actually start a template and submit their abstract, but they will add the other co-authors and advisors to their template so that you can work together to make changes or suggestions. You could all do it within the platform. If you have an account from a prior annual meeting, up in the corner here, you'll find a login button. If your computer hasn't already logged you in, it'll ask you for your username and password, and then you will be able to get going. So we're going to click Getting Started here since I am logged in a test account. And it brings up the template for the 2025 annual meeting. Now, in order to save your project, you will need to update the title. If you don't know your title yet, that's no problem. You can leave the 2025 annual meeting call for abstracts and simply add your last name. Then in the description, this information is also listed in Getting Started. So what we're going to ask you to do is remove all of this information and put in the first name, last name, and institution of all authors on the paper, whether they're in ProjectBoard or not. If you would list them all, that would be great. And then also you can list your advisor on your paper, and then I will show you in a second how to add them to your team to make it accessible to them. So we will accept abstracts for the annual meeting until Tuesday, February 25th at 5 p.m. in the system. So once again, you can get it started and click that save button up there. We're going to take all of this out. I'm going to type in my name, the in a space, the Ohio Academy of Science. My email is dgruber@ohiosci.org. And then I'll be able to click save to save this. You can leave it private until you have everything added, and then you will make it public later. And as it says, you can come back and change this. It's going to ask you to update the project image so that all the projects in ProjectBoard do not look the same. So you can use a sample of from your research. If it's based on a certain plant or animal, you can use a picture there. You can put your school's logo. This picture can basically be anything you want related to your submission for annual meeting. Now, if I had multiple authors on my paper or an advisor, here under team, you would click. Once they have created their account, you can add a single person at a time or multiple users. And basically, you would type in their emails for bulk, and it could add them all at once. So you could cut them out of up there and put them in. Or if you need to add a single user, wait a minute, I guess I have to click out of that. Add a single user, you would be able to put a single person in, and then you could make them a co-owner. Have a single, you have a username, and then we would make them a co-owner. And then you would hit save. If down the road you need to come back and change it, you could add more or delete someone, click the button again, click on the trash can to delete, and then save it. To add categories, click on it and select one. We're looking for the general broad category of your paper for planning purposes. So if you have a biology project, please select what's appropriate. If you really don't see something you fall into, please give our office a call. In the getting started section, there is additional information about the meeting, and then also a copy of our call for abstracts flyer that you can download and review. And then when you're ready to do your abstract, you'll click abstract. In here, there are a couple of informational items that how to prepare your abstract and summary that you can download before you start, that tells you what should be included in your abstract. And then also how to format the heading of your abstract so that everyone can get your contact information correct. Once you are ready to do your items, you'll simply click the plus button, and you'll want to use this to add a file. This is a link where you could link out to a Google Drive. Sometimes we have access issues outside of the system, so it's actually better to upload a file itself. So you would just click on the file, you would come and choose a file. And let's see, I will just click a file here, click open and attach, and it will put it in here. And then you would click save. So once you have your final abstract, it will show up here. And if you would like to move it to the very beginning, we can do that by doing edit section, sliding that item first. And if you need to update a new file, the same thing, you could remove the file and put a new one in, click save. It's going to save your post. And then whatever your title is, you have your research, that would be what individuals would see. And then when they click on your abstract, they could click on it to see the thing. The other items that are here is a poster image where you can add items. You could add a PDF of what you're going to include on your poster. Your final report, same thing. Add your file there. You can do PDF or a Word file. And then the other two sections are references and videos. These 4 items are optional, but we do save the information for annual meeting in project libraries. So you would be able to come back to ProjectBoard at a later date, and you would have all your information for that particular research project in the system that you could share with graduate school, potential employers. If you need it for tenure committee, it would all be here. And then you can also go and look and see who is at past annual meetings. This will save for you automatically, but you can go ahead and hit save again at the end. And then once you're done, if you leave and come back, you would simply come up here to My Projects when you log back in, and you would see your project listed here, and you would be able to get back into it. Now I have 2 listed, so if you do for some reason start 2, you'll also be able to delete this project and only have 1. Now I have to remember where the delete button is right up here. So you'll be able to delete the project if you started more than 1 on accident, because you only want 1. And then once you add people into the team, they will be able to make comments, and you can work in the system if you'd like, or you can just upload your final product. So that is the basics of the annual meeting submission. If you have any questions, please send us an email at info@OhioSci, or you can call the office at 614-389-2182. Thank you for joining me today.